this video, we're going to be looking at exponential rules. An exponential rule is a type of non-linear relationship. If we look at the table that we have in front of us here, and we look to see whether it is a linear relationship, we can see that if we go down the table and look at what y is increasing by each time we go down the table, we can see that y is increasing by different amounts each time. It increases by 2 here, it increases by 4 here, it increases by 8, and then it increases by 16. So it is definitely not a linear relationship. It is a type of non-linear relationship. So what type of a relationship is it? If we look carefully again at the numbers, we can see that there is a definite pattern here, and that to go from 2 to 4, we are doubling. To go from 4 to 8, we are doubling. From 8 to 16, we're doubling. From 16 to 32, we're doubling. So in this rule, we're not adding, we're actually multiplying by 2 each time. This means that this rule is a special rule called an exponential rule. And we write the rule like this: y is equal to 2 to the power of x. In this rule, we can see our unknown variable x is actually a power. It's a power in this rule. The 2, which is what we call the base of the rule, tells us what we are multiplying by each number to get the next number. In this case, we're multiplying by 2. So one of our first exponential rules that we will look at is 2 to the power of x. Here we have another kind of exponential rule. If we look at our y values here, we can see that to go from 3 to 9, we're going to multiply by 3. 9 to 27, we multiply by 3. 27 times 3 gives us 81, and 81 times 3 gives us 243. So we're multiplying by 3 to get to our next number. This means that our exponential rule will look slightly different. This time our rule is going to be 3 to the power of x. Again, our unknown number x is the power, and the number in the base, the 3, is telling us what we multiply each of our y values by to get our next value in the sequence. Here's another algebra table with a non-linear rule. This non-linear rule again is exponential. Can you guess what it might be? First of all, let's look to see what we multiply 4 by to get 16. We multiply by 4. What's 16 times 4? It's 64. 64 times 4 gives us 256. 256 times 4 gives us 1024. So can you guess what our exponential rule will be? That's right, it's going to be y is equal to 4 to the power of x. Our base here is 4 because we are multiplying each y value by 4 to get to our next y value.